Hello friends, welcome to my channel, a channel for learning simple coding. If you find this video to be helpful, please like, share and subscribe. In this video, we are going to learn the concept of composition, how we can implement composition in React using Typescript. So for understanding this, you should remember that in the last video we have created this component. Now my requirement is to repeat this component 4 times. So whenever we repeat any component one or more time, that concept is called composition. So this is inbuilt component, ready-made component. Now I want to repeat this 4 times. So I am repeating this. That is the way of implementing composition in React. So for that I create a new component and I say home counter dot tsx. Here I create a function component and I give a name home counter like this. Then I have a div here. Then I need to create here object with array. So I create here counters and here I just create an array. Under this array I need to initialize a variable. I say id 1 and count value for the counter, that is initial value, I say 2. Now I copy this and I paste this for time. You see, now I just change the id. I say 2, then 3, then 4. So 4 counter we have, and we can change the value also. More time for repeating this. You see that this counter is ready here, but this counter is asking me the type, because in Typescript we always need the type, the value we want to initialize. For that we can create type also, or we can create your interface also. So I prefer to use interfaces. So I say interface and here I give the name that counter props. So I say counter types. I give here names counter types. So here I say the type is id of number type and then count is also of number type that I want. And here I want to specify that this counter type is the array that I want to use. Save this. So you see that we have specified that counter type array. We have the interface, the type of this. Now this we want to use. Now I need to import counter also object and we want to repeat it. So here for repeating this I need to specify JSX expressions. Now I need to use counters dot map. You see that, and then I need to specify this function, arrow function, and in this function I specify first is a counter. So I say it is a counter, simple counter. Then we want to display this counter one by one. So what I do, I just take counter component, this counter component, and then I need to use this like this, and I have to specify key also. So I say here the key is counter dot id that we want to specify here, and this counter is a component. So I need to import this, import counter from, we have this counters like this. Save this. So we have a specify here counter id for displaying list and counter we have. Now we have to specify the home counter as a main component here. So in place of this I need to specify home counter like this, and this counter I need to remove. Done. Now we see, refresh it, and we have this counter 4 times, but we have more gap here, so that gap we want to remove, and we check where is the gap. So for that we take this counter, and here we have the count space of 5, so I need to remove this 5 space from here. Save this. Once again we see that the counter is perfectly matched, but we have to give some margin. So for that I use here class name, and here I pass the container class of bootstrap, and the container class we give here like this. We have some space, and we also may have the space from the top side, so we say my equal to 5. You see we have the perfect matching right now. So this is working, this is working, this is working. You see everything is working perfectly. So this concept is called composition. The 4th time we are repeating this, you see. So like that way we can use this inbuilt component, and this inbuilt component we are using multiple time by using home counter component. So for that we are using a list rendering concept of displaying this, and for that we have created here the object of array type. Then we just specify the type of this, and we done this. In next video we are going to implement the initial value. Suppose that if I refresh it, all having a same initial value here 0 0 0. So in next video I want to specify the initial value to this, and then I want to specify a reset button. Here I will add a reset button, and on the press of reset button I want to delete all the components. For that we have to use state, and in the use state we will pass this object or array, and we will see how we can pass the explicit data type in use state also. So that's all in this video. I think you understand composition. If you do, please do subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.